Welcome back to Truly Heal and our video series about Rife frequencies and Rife training, where we look at different applications. Now, one of these applications is actually quite interesting. It's the Ionic foot bath overlaid with Rife frequencies. So you have here a submergible unit that you put into your plastic container, and you can use anything you have at home or something that fits your feet, and you submerge that into water, add a tablespoon of salt, and then put your feet into this Ionic foot bath. Now, many of you know that those foot baths, they pull out toxins by charging the water with negative ions that then bind to toxins. And many of the doctors that we visit, like Dr. Dowers, for example, in Bad Aibling, they swear on those foot baths. Every patient has every day a foot bath to start that process. And he explained it quite nice. He said, Marcus, when you're young, you have those smelly feet, you sweat through your feet, and a lot of detox. And the older you get, well, you don't sweat anymore. Your feet don't smell anymore. That detox pathway is blocked. Now that's where you start getting that whole system activated again. There is many different concepts coming from Germany using rising temperature foot bath to activate your whole system. We know that all meridian points, all acupuncture points of all inner organs are in your feet. So you can activate those different zones and areas with acupressure. And in the same way, by activating those areas with that electrical currency, we stimulate the whole system. So using a foot bath is certainly a very wise way to pull toxins out. And not only through your feet, it's actually stimulating the whole detox process in your body. Now, adding to the program, we simply add detox programs to the list. And there is eliminate toxin, for example, or toxins to be eliminated, which you have here in the list. And I don't have the front camera on, but you have 7 or 8 frequencies that go through, and it's program 1165 that you can easily run through, and that will then eliminate all of the toxins. And they will flush out into the blood, eliminated through the liver, bile, and colon, and you will have some that pass through the kidneys and into your urine, and some out through sweat and through the skin, which then the foot bath absorbs and binds. Now, when you set the system up, you have the head unit and you have your foot bath unit. You plug that in and you submerge that little plastic unit in the container. And as soon as you do, you fill that water, add a tablespoon of salt, and it will tell you if you don't have enough salt in the water. And just one thing you need to be aware of, when you turn it on, you see this bubbles. This is actually ozone created through the voltage, through the charge between those plates. And there is one thing that I was quite conscious about. That yellow color is not from your feet. It's not pulling out toxins from your body. It actually, you can see here those yellow clouds starting to come up underneath and down here. This is ozone building up from the electrical discharge in the water, and the conductive energy with the salt water then turns the water yellow. And that's something that just happens automatically. Now, when you look, there is here those screws. You want to be a little bit below with your feet submerged. And the reason is in the back, and you can see it right now. Here, there is a little electrode. Now, if the water goes above this little electrode up here, then it will short out. And that's something you want to avoid, because you want the whole electrical flow going down through these electrodes, and there's 2 on top of each other. You can see that here, there's 2 on top of each other, and that causes that electrical reaction. So you want that to be outside the water so it doesn't short out right to left. And that's pretty much it that you need to observe. And once that is done and you put your feet in, you can see the water gets quite murky. It is a reaction that happens without your feet in the water. Now, when I asked Dr. Dowers about this, he said, it doesn't matter. That's the reaction that you find from the galvanic process. But the ions that are created in that type of water, they release or bind toxins really well. And that's what they do in all of his treatment packages, and not only him, but several other clinics as well. So let me show you. I'll have to switch over now to the camera so that you see it from top, how to set it up and how to program those frequencies so that you can do those detox treatments at home as well. Now, as we switched over, you see here the BCX Ultra, which is the head unit that you need for all other applications. And here the Ultra foot bath. The foot bath plugs in, if I can get the cable untangled, directly into this submergible unit, which you then place into a plastic container. So that would be the setup. You move that all the way to the forward, fill it up so that your ankles just are underwater. And let me take that out so that it's not in front of the screen. And then you fire up the units. And I always turn on the BCX Ultra first, get everything started right to the point where we want to go. So where was the detox program? Toxins to be removed, toxins eliminate, 1165. So I would say, okay, run program, then 1, next, 1, 6, next, 5, okay, run all programs, yes, run all frequencies, yes. I would like to use default systems, yes. Now, the unit is connected external, as you can see here in that silver plug, in the white plug. So we turn here to change electrodes, output, ray tubes, LED, external. So output is external. Okay. Now we run each frequency 3 minutes. Okay. And plug in external. Okay. And now press start. So now all I need to do is press the black button to start. Now let's fire up this unit. Now, because it's not submerged, because it's not in water, it will probably show me no amperage. It doesn't show the conductivity of the water. Now, I can just wait until it says ready, like now, or I would press go, go, go and go through. Now, time, 30 minutes for the whole program. We have here time to eliminate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14 programs times 3 minutes. So I would go here for, oops, one back, 45 minutes. And press OK. Auto shut off, yes, OK. Plug in, plugged in and plugged in, OK. And now press start. So both units are ready to start, and now all I need to do is press at both the button. This one fires up, this one starts to count down, and the system works. Now, because this is not submerged, there will be no conduct and it won't run, and you will probably here see amperage is 000. When you have not enough salt in your water, that amperage will show 0.1, 1. You want to have that above 2. So just add a little bit more salt if your water is not conductive enough, so that you see here the amp going up above 2. And that's very easily done. Last time I used it, I used Himalayan salt, and that just made it with 1 teaspoon already conductive enough so that everything worked. And now you will find that this unit sends Rife frequency to here. They are then overlaid to the normal ionic flow. You have here the 4.3 volt and 2 ampere, which is the conductivity. And that is the ionic foot bath. But then on top of that, through those electrodes, you have that frequency, which means detox is stimulated times 10 to the normal foot bath. And if people claim that they have already incredible results with the normal foot bath just based on that ionic charge, well, then you have here 5 times more. And that's why using those devices in combination with Rife, and not only for detoxification, you can stimulate, you can, with your conductivity from your feet and upload all your inner organs, you can do pretty much any treatment that you need. We had some females with bladder infections, with endometrial cancer, use the foot bath, and they do the same thing, but they set their program because that conductivity and that high intensity discharge then loads and charges the whole body. And now let's go to our last video in this series where we talk about different diseases and different applications, different treatments, and what works best for each of those concerns.